Hi everyone, welcome back to the Spiritual Cottage. I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm loving you all. Big hugs and definitely a very warm welcome. I'm so happy to be part of your life's journey, and I hope that I'm helping you. That is my biggest passion to do, is to help everybody along, especially during the hard times. Today's reading is going to be no contact situation. What is he or she thinking, and what is going on in their situation, in their world, their higher self, their emotions, their mind, what's going on with them, not only concerning you, of course, that will be the bulk of the reading, but also what's happening to them. Okay, so we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Just relax, take a moment, think of your person, and reflect on the cards. If you feel that more than one pile is for you, of course, you may pick both piles, and the timestamps are down below for your convenience. Hello, pile number 1 viewers. Those that picked pile number 1, this is your reading. No contact situation. What is going on in his or her mind? Are they thinking of me? What's happening here? Okay, I'll also be pulling some oracle cards and some divination cards. Spirit, pile number 1. Ooh, we got the 2 of Cups already. That came right out of there. So this feels like a soulmate connection. We got the Moon card. Sea Spirit. Pile number 1. The Page of Cups. The Page of Wands. The 10 of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, pile number 1. So we got the 2 of Cups and we got the Moon card, okay? When I look at the Moon card, I feel like there's a lot of manifestation here, but I don't feel it's just about getting back together. I feel like the manifestation is also for your partner, to your person that you're inquiring about. You're manifesting for them to be better. I feel like there's some big issues here. I feel like it's a twin flame or a soulmate connection with the 2 of Cups. And I feel that you're manifesting them to be better. And I feel like they're feeling it for you. I feel like your person is very down right now. So I got the Page of Cups. I'm feeling like they could be immature some, okay? You also got the Page of Wands and you got the 10 of Wands. But when I look at the 10 of Wands, I feel like they're carrying heavy burdens. They're carrying heavy weights. The Ace of Pentacles, they want to make you an offer. They want to bring an offering, but they don't feel like they could. I'm feeling actually very sad for your person. I'm feeling a deep sadness on a lot of levels. Sadness that they lost you. I feel like they're defeated. They're defeated in life, like nothing ever works out for them, that they're a big screw up is what I'm feeling. This is a soulmate twin flame connection. I'm feeling that very powerfully, like you've definitely known each other from another life and you have been through things before. I'm also feeling with pile number 1, this could also you be dealing with somebody that was in the military. I don't know why I'm seeing militant like uniform, military cop, firemen. Maybe your person has PTSD. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I see uniforms. Also, maybe your person could be a former inmate. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Or could be an inmate and they're surrounded by those in uniform. But I feel like there's uniform going on here and authority with PTSD. So for some, take it as your person may be a person of the law, or your person may be on the opposite side of the law, whatever the case may be here, but they're carrying very heavy burdens, okay? Like their life has been stunted and they really don't know. They don't know how to be. They don't know how to behave. I'm seeing some addictions going on here. It could be alcoholism, drugs, even sex addictions. Maybe they loved you the best that they could, but they just had all this mess going on. This is what I see for pile number 1. And your person is feeling a void, defeated, and I feel like they have a blankness to them, and I feel like they do know that you cared about them, but I feel like they're just so distant. Not even with you and the love you gave. They're distant with everybody around them. They're distant with themselves. They could put on a really good persona, but at the end of the day, they're numb. They're numb. Your person, they're higher. They do miss you, but they've been through so much in their life that they're able to shut off. And I feel like this is what's putting you in a lot of pain. Okay. But there's some light to this, pile number 1, because you got the Ace of Pentacles. And when I look at this card, it's like the hand coming out and I feel like it's giving an offer. When I look at this, I feel like it's giving an offer. I feel like your person will be in touch with you, and I feel like they are going to reach out to you, but they're not going to give you what you want to hear because they're very locked up inside. They're going to reach out to you and maybe try to make an offering to see each other, go out, but they're not going to communicate and they're not going to bring themselves forward. They're not going to show you their soul. They're not going to show you their heart because they're so locked up that they can't. They're so locked up within and what they've been through in their life. So what they do in life is they touch and go. Everything is very superficial, very just at the surface. They don't go any deeper. They do, I'm hearing memory, okay? So they remember that they had really good times with you, but they won't penetrate it inward of, wow, this person was so great for my life. They don't get deep in thought about the shoulda, woulda, couldas and maybe I could have made this work, or maybe, like I said, I'm feeling they're very superficial. I feel like when they contact you, and they will, because I feel like that's the offering, that's the best they know how to do. I feel also for some reason, I see this person, your person, I know that the cards aren't indicating this at all, but I'm feeling it in my spirit that they drive around a lot. They get in the car, like the car is their solitude, and they take long rides and they listen to music. There's some reflection. Okay? And that could also be coming from the Moon card. So there is some reflection about you, okay? They were very attracted to you sexually. That's a given. because it also felt like a soulmate connection. They may have even, I don't want to say voiced it in the beginning, but they may have, their actions and their energy may have made you feel like it was a soulmate connection. And that action and their energy was coming from their higher self, even though they couldn't verbalize it, because they're suffering from something big. And their higher self wasn't able to hide it by giving you the good energy of coming off as a twin flame or soulmate or a past life love. You felt that energy come off of them, which they couldn't hide, coming from their higher self. But them in the 3D with their emotions, they weren't letting you in. So if you have been feeling confused about your connection with this person and how could this be, because the energies were great and it felt like such a connection, they made me feel like it was a connection. Yes, because it was, and that's not a lie. They were giving you from their higher self, but which they can't control by giving off that energy, but they can control their 3D self and what was going on and what's going on in their emotions and not verbalizing it, okay? So let's pull some oracle cards and see what else is going on with your person. Spirit, for pile number 1, what else is going on with their person? Pile number 1. What else is going on? Okay, let's see here. Yeah. The distorted masculine. So very interesting, because I was saying military uniform. Okay, this is so interesting because you got the distorted masculine, and I'm going to put the card up to the screen because you could see this man is in some sort of a suit uniform. There is a army tank or military tank here. And I did say police, so there's police. And, wow, this is also a criminal scene because there's police and bank. There's a man sitting there with an army tank. So like I was saying, this is either an inmate. This is either somebody in the law field. Or, and PTSD, because this looks like a war zone. And the distorted masculine. So this is really confirming, pile number 1, about your person and what they're going through. This is so interesting. This is beautiful. Okay, so luminosity. All right, so this is very interesting as well, because there's a luminosity here. You have put light into this person's world for sure. But the problem here is they didn't accept it. They're not accepting it in, okay? You are a light in their world. You are a light in their distorted masculine, all right? And I feel like you were also sent by the universe to give that good energy off to this person, like a healing energy. For some viewers, you may be psychic healers. You may be healers, light workers, empaths. And what happens to empaths, light workers, and healers is we tend to get those that are broken. And who's broken in this world, are military with PTSD, cops, firemen, inmates, criminals. I also mentioned addiction. So, I feel like this is very strong for pile number 1. I feel like this is resonating with a lot of viewers big time. So you're illuminating their world. You were sent to them to show them healing energy, okay? To show them something else. This is a big spiritual thing going on here. why this person had come into your life. They might have even ghosted you. For some viewers, you feel ghosted, like you don't know what happened here, but it's their way of survival, okay? This is how they survive. They don't want to get close to anything because they feel that it's just going to go away, or they'll just lose it anyway. So they'll be the first ones to go before they get hurt. Okay. And if you're very experienced, and I say, respectfully, if you're an experienced light worker or empath, you would know this to be true. So you also got the love card. You had a lot of love for this person, and you still do. I feel like for pile number 1, you're more concerned about their well-being than you are actually being with them. But you want to know if they're okay, and you want to know if they'll reach out. You're like split with it. Are they going to come to me, or was that just it? What was it all about? Like, you have a lot of questions here, but they are going to be in touch. They are going to give you an offer, and I feel like it's to reconcile the best they can. They're not going to tell you what you really want to hear. They're not into the real romance and the depth of it. Like I said, they're at the surface, they're superficial, but they do, in fact, care. What they do know in their higher self is that they loved having you around them because you made them feel good. You made them feel like they were like a reprieve. You gave them, with your energy, even without speaking, just a sense of calmness. So they know that. They know that. Maybe they even express that to you. That would be a little bit to express. And I feel like they've had expressed that to you maybe in the beginning. So, you make me feel calm. You make me feel like it's okay. Let's see what else Spirit has to say here for pile number 1. We'll use some divination cards and see what's really going on in their higher self, okay? Spirit, for pile number 1, what is going on in their higher self? Whoa. What's going on in their higher self? We're flying out here. Okay. Feeling trapped pushes me away. Please give me some space. So without communicating it to you, they might have felt trapped. They might have felt like this was getting too heavy for them. Even if you didn't give them that impression, they were feeling it energetically. And with people with PTSD and very severe issues that had gone on, heavy burdens and issues, they can feel trapped very easily. So there's another validation. Feeling trapped pushes me away. Like I said, they're very touch and go. And if they feel a closeness happening, like I said, they go away because they feel like they'll lose it. They don't want to go into the depth of things because they're scared, okay? But they want to have some space. But I feel like you have been giving it to them, all right? Also, forbidden, even though we shouldn't, I still want you. So this could also mean for pile number 1 viewers, some of you may have somebody in your life somebody else, and this might have been this person, he or she might have been a third party, okay? And this was something that you might have been doing on the side, and they feel that even though they shouldn't, they still want you, okay? Or there's also a possibility that they may have somebody else, but I really don't feel that way. Or if they do, the person that they're with definitely isn't getting any sort of emotional or communication with this person. It's just kind of, again, at the surface. There's not much going on in that relationship, if they even have one. But I feel like for the viewers, it might be you that's maybe with somebody, and this person you're inquiring about was a third party for you. So even though we shouldn't, I still want you. So they still want that, connection, the sexual connection possibly. Okay? Thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I'm feeling. So sensitive. So they got the sensitive card. So like I said before, this person is very hard to open up and let out. Okay? So these cards are about the higher self, like I said before. So thinking about you makes them emotional, probably because you illuminated light with the luminosity card and the distorted masculine, okay? They're probably, hopefully, seeing that you were sent to them to help heal them, okay? To help take that weight off a little bit, okay? Just by your presence, which is a beautiful thing. They want to open up to you. That could also be the offering. Maybe that's also what is coming in for some viewers. Some will be opening up to you. Maybe that's what that offer is. But I feel like it's just going to be a little bit. Okay? Let's see what else. I still see them driving around and reflecting for some. I see the car. See what else for pile number 1, Spirit. What else is going on with them? Pile number 1, Spirit. Why do I keep messing things up? So there is another validation in the beginning of the reading with the tarot. I said that they feel like a screw up. They feel like they mess everything up. So yeah, that is going on with them. Why do I keep messing things up with their own life, letting good people go like yourself, understanding your worth in the aftermath, okay? Please forgive me. And I feel like that has to do with the ghosting, with the just letting it go, with the fall off. Please forgive me that I did that. They're starting to come out into their awareness very little on what they've done to you and how they stopped the connection, okay? But like I said, they're going to be in contact with you. They're going to make some sort of an offer, and that would be like to see you or to maybe go for a ride. Maybe they want you to ride with them, something to that effect. I'm also feeling for those viewers strongly with the distorted masculine, some viewers, if this is somebody that's incarcerated, I feel like they'll be calling you or writing you and maybe saying something, giving you an offer, like letting them know a little truth about them or something like that. I feel also for pile number 1. Okay, so yeah, they'll be in touch. You are the light. And they're missing you. Their higher self is missing you. They're starting to reflect and open up just a little bit. So yeah, keep praying for your person and manifesting good things for them because they really need it. Okay, so that would be it for pile number 1. If this resonated, I would love to know about it. Please drop a comment in the comment section below. And if you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you did. Thank you so much for listening. You have a very blessed evening or a blessed day. Bye-bye. Hi, viewers of pile number 2. Those that picked pile number 2. No contact. What is he or she thinking? I will also be pulling some oracle cards and divination cards for more clarification. Ooh. Okay, pile number 1. Pile number 2. I'm so sorry about that. Spirit part, pile number 2. What is their person thinking and feeling? Pile number 2. What is their person thinking and feeling? You got the King of Earth, Temptation, the Ace of Earth, the Fool, and the Queen of Water. Okay, so we got the King of Earth and the Ace of Earth. So this could be, which would be coins. So this could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that we're speaking of. It could be you or your person. Remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I see here that your person is a hard worker. And they're also a risk taker and a free spirit. They also have the temptation card, and then they got the Queen of Water, which is the Queen of Cups. So I'm feeling here that you were mighty in love with this person. Mighty is the word. Very much in love with this person, but they have a lot of temptation, okay? I feel like they have it going on in one way, and they're really a stand-up person, and they're confident, and they're possibly very good at making money, but I also feel the flip side of them has a lot of temptations. They can dabble in the dark and be impulsive at times, okay? They're very free-spirited. I feel like they don't want to be locked down, so to speak. They can't really commit is what I'm feeling here. They're having an issue with committing, and it's almost like because they feel like the grass is always greener somewhere else, and not necessarily with a significant other. The grass isn't greener with other people with them. It's just they always feel like they kind of have to be free if they want to do something or go somewhere. They just want to be free-spirited, and they're also a risk taker. So this isn't really about having, if it's a female, about having other men in their life, or if it's a male, having other women in their life. It's really not about that. It's about they just need to feel free. It's like they can't be weighted down by anything. And I think they even tried to explain this, but it came out all wrong, and then their behavior kind of sucked behind it, and it caused this relationship to just go radio silent. I'm feeling a radio silence here with this, but I'm also feeling I'm going to get into your person's higher self, and let's see how they're really feeling about you, okay? They know that you had this grandiose love for them. That's what I'm getting automatically with the Queen of Water. Okay, you have this deep ocean of love for this person, and you wanted to have so much with them, and they feel really bad about it. It wasn't good for them that they hurt you. But I'm also feeling like they felt they didn't want to pretend. And yes, they do love and care about you. They absolutely do. But they felt like their life needed something else. They felt it was something else. Now, remember, they might not have told you this, but this is what's coming off the cards, okay? I'm also hearing like relocation. I don't know if your person wants to move somewhere far away, or they travel a lot, and it's just like not a good look for the wasn't a good look for the relationship at the time, but they really do care about you. And I'm hearing beauty. I'm hearing that they're completely in awe, especially in the beginning, about your appearance, how beautiful you are, how very attractive you are. They're very attractive to you, and they also like your soul, and feel that they could love your soul, but they're staying kind of, I want to say 3D about it. Like they're on the lower plane in that area. Like, yeah, you look good, and you know, you're really cool to be with, but they're not seeing like the depth of you is what I'm getting here. The core of you and that the love that you really had for them. But I feel like they are going to contact you, and I feel like it's going to be at a time that you least suspect, okay, for pile number 2. It's going to be at a time you least suspect. I'm also hearing birthday. I feel like some of you, or maybe a lot of you, are having a birthday coming up, and you're wondering if they're going to be in touch with you and like actually wish you a happy birthday, and I feel like they are. I feel like that's when they're going to be in touch with you. Remember, this is for some viewers that are having a birthday kind of soon. This is when they're going to get in touch with you. For those not having a birthday, I feel it's in the same time frame, probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks or a month from now, is when they're going to be in touch with you. And they're going to just kind of be like, hey, what's up? You know, how you doing type of thing. And maybe say a few words of like an apology or something like that. But I feel like this situation was for the best, okay? I feel like if this person was to stay with you, they would have not done the right thing by you eventually. I feel like they have to kind of sow their oats right now and do what they have to do. But I'm feeling that they do miss you, and they do feel like you were the person, that you were the one, but they weren't ready. And they do feel bad hurting you, all right? Let me pull some oracle cards for some verification here. So I'm already feeling like they feel bad that they hurt you, but they didn't want to be fake to you by staying, which is actually something you have to give them respect for, right? That they didn't want to be fake by staying in it, because that's worse. So I feel like they kept it really real with you, but it stings, it hurts. And of course, yeah, you want to know if they miss you? They sure do. They miss a lot of things, but they're not ready to be fully committed. Let's just see, pile number 2, Spirit. What else can you give for this person? Resolving conflict. Yeah. So like I said, they're going to reach out to you and maybe apologize to you. Like I said, resolving a conflict. This might not have ended very well for some, and they will be in touch to resolve that. This is just a validation that when I said you'll hear from them and they'll say a few words, maybe an apology or a little explanation, okay? So yeah, resolving conflict is on its way. They're feeling this inside. They're not feeling good about it at all, because you're a good person, and they feel like they've hurt you, but yet they didn't want to be fake with you either, okay? And you got the abundance card here for them. So yeah, like I said before, they could be very well off, hardworking, got it going on in that area. Stand up in a lot of areas, like I said. They have abundance flowing through, and I just feel like the majority on their mind right now is money and how to make more of it. Success. Let's see, Spirit, what else? Yeah, the divine feminine. So they're really, what they're doing too is they're getting in touch with their feminine side. They're knowing that you had this sea of love for them, okay, is how I'm feeling. They know about it. At one point they felt that, yeah, you could be the one for them, but it's like they felt that they weren't ready yet. They felt like they were being held down. I guess like they got nervous, but they're getting in touch with their other side now, and they're sorting it out, and they're, but I feel like first money's on their mind and success is on their mind, maybe or even a relocation for some. All right. But then on the flip side of that, they are thinking of you. They're getting in touch with their divine feminine, and they're getting in there, and they're trying to figure it out. Like, maybe it's not there's no such thing as timing is what they're feeling in this situation. Maybe I do want him or her in my life, and I'll just make this work about something else that I'm doing. Because with the Fool card, I feel like free-spirited and like a risk taker. I see business, money making, working very hard. Maybe they felt that they couldn't take you with them in where they were going in their life path, but I feel like they're getting in touch with their divine feminine side, and they're realizing that, hey, I could really resolve this conflict with him or her, and maybe I can make this work. So this is something that they're thinking about, okay? Definitely. So you will be hearing from them, and they want to resolve what has happened in the past and why you don't speak anymore. They kind of want to communicate it a little bit better, and maybe so that you both have a better understanding on what's really happening here. Let's see what else for pile number 2, Spirit. Ooh, that really came out of there. Jealousy. I feel like you've moved on without me, and that's difficult for me to see. So maybe you're being a little bit stubborn, and maybe they're waiting to hear from you. Okay, this could be a big possibility, and they're feeling jealous about it on the down low, and they feel like you've moved on without them, and it's difficult for them to see this. So maybe you're playing, like, I'm not going to let this person see that I'm hurt. I'm not, going to let this person think that this is upsetting to me. I'm going to let them think it doesn't bother me. I'll be damned if I show them that maybe what you're doing here, and it's causing them to be jealous, feeling like you moved on without them, and that's difficult for them to see. So I would say keep up the good work on that end if that's what you're doing, because that's exactly how to play the situation with this individual, because I feel like they're always used to people running after them, and you're maybe the first not to do that. You showed them a lot of love. This connection dismantled somehow, and then you didn't run after them. You didn't, do that. So they're feeling that, and that's a good play. That's a great chess play there, pile number 2. Kudos. Why? I don't know what has happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. So yeah. Like I said before, they're going to contact you and they're going to communicate. Remember I said they want to communicate with you, like what happened, and get a better understanding. I did say that. So they're going to call you. They're going to text you. They're confused. And I know you're confused, and they want to communicate this out. So this is really cool. Now they're starting to wonder why. Really, did I have to do this, or did this have to go down like this? So yeah, for pile number 2, they'll definitely be in touch with you. This is pretty cool. And I feel like it's going to happen around like birthday time. Or if it's not your birthday that's coming up, it's going to happen in the next several weeks, okay, where they're going to call and want to talk this out, resolve the conflict. And because this could also be a big misunderstanding. Maybe you're not understanding their perception of things, and they're not understanding your perception of things. So maybe this can come together. I'm feeling like it will, because this person is really starting to go into reflect mode and realize, what I really thought I wanted and why I'm feeling this. You can't go with them on their journey or whatever it is that they're doing. They're realizing wasn't a good call, wasn't a good look. Realizing that they can't really be without you. They, in their human self, their regular self, they feel like, yeah, they can, but their higher self is starting to meet into their emotions, and they're like, I really kind of can't be without this person. This isn't good. So like I said, the bulk of the day, they're thinking about, themselves and how am I going to make more money? How am I going to expand my business? They're very into success, hardworking, stuff like that, revamping their life and realizing, I can take them with me. So this is starting to get better for them. You will always have a place in my heart. So they might have said this to you when the connection diminished. They might have texted that to you. You'll always have a place in my heart. So and you do. So but you're staying there. You're not going to be able to leave their heart. I'm smiling now because I see what's going on here. So they're not going to be able to do this much longer and be without you, okay? You will always have a place in their heart, and I think that that's a beautiful thing. So honestly, I don't want to be in a relationship right now. So that's how they're feeling right now. That's what this is just validating that it's something that they didn't want, okay? So we're going to ask Spirit what in the next few weeks. Let's confirm what's going to transpire with them, because they are going to be in touch with you. They're going to resolve the conflict. They want to talk this out. They're confused. They know you're confused, but they still don't want to be in a relationship as of now. But what's opening up to them, and that's validating what I said before, they just don't want a relationship. But what is happening to them is they are realizing who you were to them, okay? So that is what's starting to happen. It's a very slow opening, but it is happening. Let's see what else for pile number 2. I hate the distance between us. It doesn't feel good. So yeah, they're missing you. They don't like the distance. Missing you, okay? And the thought of you with someone else drives me insane. So that goes with this jealousy divination card as well. I feel like you moved on without me and it's difficult for me to see. That's if you're playing that really good chess game of not letting them think it bothers you is working. They're feeling jealous about it, and it's making them think, are they with somebody else? Because that's going to drive me nuts. So this is very good for pile number 2. They're slowly opening, okay? So like I said, they don't want to be in a relationship right now. In the beginning of the reading with the tarot, that's what I felt, reading off the cards, that's not what they wanted. But they don't like the distance between you. You have a place in their heart. The thought of you with somebody else drives them insane. And that, of course, leaves you both with this divination card of confusion, okay? Because they seem to be very confused and don't know what they want. So this space right now is very good. It's very good, but you will hear from them and you're going to talk this out. And just because this says they don't want to be in a relationship right now, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be in one, that they don't want to be in one with you a little later, okay? So that would be it for pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please let me know and drop a comment in the comment section below. And if you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for listening. You enjoy the rest of your day or evening. Take care. Bye. Hello, viewers of pile number 3. This is your reading, no contact situation. What is going on in his or her mind? I'll also be pulling some oracle cards and divination cards for more clarification. Spirit, pile number 3. What is going on with their person? Spirit, pile number 3. What is going on with their person? We got the Ace of Cups. We got the Wheel of Fortune. We got the 8 of Wands. We got the Lovers. And we got the Tower moment, and we got it upside down, which is pretty major, okay? And we got the Broken Heart in reverse as well. Wow. Okay, pile number 3. I'm already feeling the energy from this big time, and I see that this was a love of a lifetime. This was a, whoa, a lot of power here in pile number 3. This was the love of a lifetime, the love of your life, okay? You guys had the world together. It was almost like you guys held the world in your hands, you know, in the beginning of this relationship. This was a powerful, strong, and long relationship for some viewers. For those this doesn't resonate with, it was a powerful short term. So there's a powerful short term relationship here and powerful long term relationship that happened here. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So you guys had it really, really good for a while. You also have the Lover's card, okay? Which when I look at that card, I see a real soulmate connection here. I feel like you guys have even known each other in another life. And I feel like this person has deep, deep love for you. A lot of love for you. Like you really live inside of their heart, and things got so screwed up, and I feel like it came from both sides. It came from their side and from your side, and I feel like things just went crazy here. So I feel like somebody kicked it off by maybe being unfaithful, and then the other person played a card and was unfaithful too, and then it just snowballed into lies, manipulation, and it turned into a relationship that was unrecognizable to you both. Like, what happened to us here? What went on? The Tower has struck and it's in reverse. Broken heart is in reverse. This person is your person is so hurt and upset. I'm also seeing tattoos. I don't know if you guys have tattoos of each other or you were thinking about getting tattoos of each other's name or symbols or something like that, or something on your finger, on your ring finger, I'm also feeling. But this really took a plummet, and it almost feels like it's your person feels that it's unfixable, but they want to fix it. They wish it can go back to what it was. But there's a lot of devastation here on both sides. And I feel like you wish that too, but there's so much damage. You're like, is this ever going to be the same? But I'm seeing a long pause, okay? I'm seeing 2. So maybe this happened 2 months ago. Or this could have happened last year in the month of February, or that's when it might have kicked off, where the Tower moment has started to take place, the month of February. And then you guys kind of rode out the spring and summer in dysfunctional behavior. And then it broke off maybe in September. I don't know. This is what I'm really feeling here. I'm seeing this whole cycle go on. Okay, so remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But that's what I see with number 2. Okay? Your person is 100% not over you. Your person knows that they made a huge mistake and they just can't seem to get their life in order. I feel like there's a lot of blocking and unblocking with social media, but I also feel like they could still see you and they see what you're posting, and I feel like they're asking about you through others, like they're still keeping their eye on you, whereas you're keeping their eye on them, but you're trying to get into their higher self, into their emotions, on what's really going on here. And no, they are not in love with anybody else. They weren't in love with anybody else. They loved you, but somehow the love got messed up. Maybe you guys sometimes, when you're together at a very young age, or, you start off with some immaturity and you never really get to live the young life. Maybe you guys were in a relationship too young and never got the chance to get out there and explore. I feel like that's happened here for a lot of you. I also feel third-party situations on both sides, okay? Jealousy started to happen, looking at each other's texts, grabbing each other's phone when you're sleeping to look through it. I feel like a lot of that went on, a lot of mistrust, a lot of explosive fights. This was a really, really sad breakup. But your person does miss you tremendously. They are thinking about you every day, but they feel like it's not salvageable, but yet they have hope. I feel like they have a lot of hope here. I feel like they've drafted a lot of, text messages. Like I could see them like typing and drafting these long, these long notes to say to you, but they don't send them. Almost like they're afraid to send them. They don't know what to say or do. They know that they really screwed this one up. But they're also sad about the things that you have done or said to them. They're torn, but they love you so much and they're willing to work through this. They just don't know how. They date other people or they talk to other people and it's just not the same. They don't even want that. They just kind of do it to pass the time. It doesn't even mean anything. You're in their heart. I'm hearing songs. They were playing songs and remembering stuff, remembering places that you went. They're looking at old pictures. Your person really is feeling this. Let's pull some oracle cards and see what else is going on with your person. Spirit, pile number 3. What else is going on with their person? Pile number 3. Maturity. So yeah, like I was saying before, you guys got into this relationship where you were too young and immature, and maybe haven't gotten to explore the outside world because you guys got together too young. So that could be what happened here, and also what they're thinking and what they're starting to know. They're getting a lot of knowledge right now in their stillness and in their heartbreak. A lot of knowledge on what happened here, and they're realizing it was about maturity. Yeah, they're thinking about it. When I told you before that they were drafting and writing you something, if you look at this picture, that's what this person is doing. They're writing. So that's very interesting. And they're being helped. They're being guided on what to say to you. So I would expect a nice long something in writing coming to you, okay? What else for pile number 3? Chivalry. So they want to win you over. They're trying to figure out how to undo this damage, how to give it some space for a little while, and maybe take this break that's very needed, and to come back in later and really try to win you over, okay? Opening doors for you, giving you flowers, gifts, doing thoughtful things for you, remembering stuff that you loved and doing it for you or getting it for you. So they're thinking about all the things that they haven't done and they want to start new with you. Yeah, you got the silver waterfall. So they're having a lot of pure intentions toward you. They're thinking about everything in a pure way because they did love you with a pure heart. even when things were explosive with the tower moment and you didn't recognize your relationship and it was really dysfunctional and toxic and explosive, they still had a pure heart for you underneath it all. And they're definitely feeling it now. Without the drama and the toxicity, they're in a place by themselves where they're feeling this. And I feel like they're coming into an awareness. They're coming into like a new self, and so are you. I feel like it's happening to you as well, and I feel like a long gap is needed here. I feel like a long time you guys need to have some space, okay? You both miss each other very much. They are especially missing you. They're drafting up letters. They're thinking about how to win you over, and they're looking at you with a very pure heart on how they could how they can make it salvageable, because they feel like it can't be, but they're holding on to hope and they want to fix this. Okay, they want to come toward you and make it better. Let's pull some divination cards and get into their higher self. For pile number 3, Spirit, what else is their person thinking? And for those viewers that if their person is with somebody else, for some viewers, if they ended up with somebody else, I just know from the cards that this is just not going to work, and they're not going to end up being with that person. They're going to come toward you, okay? It's just not going to work with that other person. Spirit, what else is going on in the higher self? Pile number 3, Spirit, what else? Mistake. I made the wrong turn, and honestly, the grass wasn't greener over there. So yeah, there is a serious validation. I was just saying it's not going to work with that person, and then this card flew out. They made a mistake with this third-party situation. They made a mistake. If for some, they left you for this person, they want to come back. They want to make it right. They made a huge mistake. There it is. I'll read it again for you. I made the wrong turn, and honestly, the grass wasn't greener over there. So, wow, that is a really good validation for pile number 3. Let's see what else, Spirit, and their higher self. This came out. Respect. You deserve the best, and I respect you. I want to do the right thing. So there is another validation, pile number 3. They are thinking about you day and night, over and over again, and they want nothing but to respect you. They want to bring you flowers. They want to do everything that you love. They're going over it all. They know that they had to get mature. They know that this went really bad, but they have hope and they want to save it, and at times they feel confident that it will work and that you'll accept them back, and at times they feel like, no, maybe he or she won't. So that's why they keep drafting this letter and not sending it and pulling back and forth. But you will hear from them, and it will take some time. And I just want to say sometimes you need a lot of time for them to change and to grow and to be better. So if you have a little bit of patience, it would be for the best, okay? Because then they'll come back. If you want them back, they'll come back with the best version of themselves. Let's see here. Pull some more divination cards. For pile number 3, Spirit, what else is going on with them? Pile number 3 in their higher self. Okay. Well, this flew out. Oh, I've been thinking about how I can fix things between us. There it is. So like I was saying, they want to fix it. They have hope. They feel like this is salvageable. okay? And they've been thinking about how they can fix it, and I've been saying that. So there's a validation. I have been thinking about how I can fix things between us. My heart is yearning for you. So yeah, with that Silver Waterfall card, I just saw so much purity and so much unconditional love. Oh. I see my future when I look into your eyes. So this is what they always saw in the beginning. And they're remembering, and they still see it. You guys went through a serious glitch here. But I'm feeling if you can really get past it, but it's going to take time apart from each other to get past that. And that they're growing in maturity and you're growing in maturity. And listen, you don't have to be young to be immature. You know, we're all on this earthly plane together, and a lot of us, all we do is keep growing. So this maturity thing in the relationship would be expected by people in their teens and in their late teens and 20s, right? But it doesn't necessarily have to be that age group. There's a lot of us that could be in 30s, in our 40s, or in our 50s that need to grow and mature. Maturity isn't about just late teens and early 20s in relationships. It's of all ages, and it's okay. It's okay because we're growing from it. We're always growing, and it doesn't matter how old you are. What matters is that you're growing, right? So don't think, well, this doesn't pertain to me because I'm in my 30s or I'm in my 40s or I'm in my 50s. We're all growing, and we all have to mature in some way and in some subjects of life, no matter how old we are. But like I said, the best part of it is that we are growing, and that's what's important, no matter how old you are. So your person is growing, you're growing. This, with enough space elapsed, could be a beautiful thing, okay? So your person is definitely working on it. So that would be it for pile number 3. I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, I want to know all about it. And if you can let me know and drop a comment in the comment section below, I would really appreciate that. And if you can like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching pile number 3. Blessings to you and your person in your growth. You have a wonderful evening. Bye.